Hey Spartan families, this is Dr. Irving coming from Gen Valley Ice Rink where we host our home ice hockey games. We're excited to kick off another winter season. Follow the rest of this video for some important information. JV and varsity winter sports started on November 15th. Many of their scrimmages and competitions will begin the week following Thanksgiving. All modified teams started practices on Monday, November 29th. We're looking forward to their scrimmages and competitions by the second week of December. Here are some important resources for this upcoming season. First, we have the Gage Chili online store at gagechili.org/shopgc. Go in, spend some time. Every article of clothing can be personalized for your child's program, so make sure you have some GC gear for the start of the season. Next, we have game schedules at gagechili.org/game schedules. Follow your child's schedule. When we have updates to any of our schedules, you can set up Notify Me to have them go directly to your phone or your email. Then we have our athletic handbook, which is part of our registration process that everyone agreed to when they signed up their child or their children. Go in. It's a great place to review our policies, review our practices if you have any questions about the department. And finally, we have the Gage Chili Athletic Department Twitter handle at GCSD Spartans. It's a great resource to not only get photos, updates, but highlights about our department. Here I'd like to highlight the Spartan Way. It's important for our student athletes and families to know that the Spartan Way doesn't end at the end of the school day. It really extends in everything we do in our educational-based athletics program. Our students are great and they do a great job representing our community. And we want to just stress that the Spartan Way continues in our athletic program. We expect our student athletes to represent themselves, their families, and their school district in the way that they have always done. And we just want to highlight that and reinforce this language that is in our athletic handbook and that families agree to when they sign up their child. I'd like to introduce Casey Harper, our athletic trainer, to everybody. Casey comes to us through the University of Rochester. She's been with us for 5 years now. You'll see her on campus at games, primarily at our JV and varsity competitions, but she is available to all student athletes. If you have any questions about your child's health, about a potential injury, don't hesitate to reach out to her. You can reach her at our number at 585-247-5050, extension 21202. You can also email her at casey_harper@gagechili.org. We're excited to start the winter season, and we want to remind our families that we do not have any limitations on the number of spectators we can have at competitions outside of our normal capacities for all athletic facilities. However, please remember and respect that we are currently required to have all spectators and all participants masked during competitions. We ask that you work with our staff and respect that we are masking at competitions and come prepared with a mask for all games. Here you can find where our coaches' contact information is. Please go to gagechili.org/coaches contact to gain all of the information for our coaches throughout all 3 seasons. But I'd also like to talk about playing time and how that conversation is had. We advocate for our student athletes to have continued conversation with our coaching staff about their role in any program that they participate in. It is inappropriate for parents or guardians to address our coaches around game strategy and playing time for their child or another child. That is the sole decision of our head coaches in our programs. However, it is completely appropriate for parents and guardians to reach out to request a meeting to talk to our coaching staff around a safety concern or something they would like to address. We also ask that parents and guardians please respect the 24-hour rule. Allow 24 hours after a game to communicate with a coach. Immediately following our competitions, our coaches have very specific roles and duties, and it is to collect their team, collect equipment, get back on our buses, and back to campus. It's important that all of our student athletes travel to and from competitions with their team on a school bus. However, in cases of emergencies, we understand that parents and guardians will need to take their student athlete immediately following a competition. In order to accommodate families, we ask that you please email myself and the coach directly. You can reach me at patrick_Irving@gagechili.org to make that request. We just ask that you do it at least 2 days prior to the competition, so following the game, our coaching staff know exactly who should be on the bus and returning to school. The Sports Booster Club is looking for a new treasurer, and they're also looking for additional volunteers in all of our programs. We're hoping families, parents, and guardians will volunteer. Please reach out to the GC Sports Booster Club. You can email them at gcsportsbc@gmail.com to get involved. The more people we have involved, the more funds we can have through the Booster Club to support our student athletes. We're excited to welcome back our 3-sport athlete T-shirts. Last school year, we had 94 student athletes take advantage of this program. Since it started in 2017, our numbers have grown annually. If you played a fall sport and are now on a winter roster, I encourage you to consider playing a spring sport as well so you qualify for one of these shirts. But our multi-sport athletes play such a vital role in our ability not only to compete, but also to offer the 30 programs we offer here at Gage Chi-Li. So I encourage you to consider playing in multiple sports and always go for that third sport.
Hey Spartan families, thanks for following the video. Remember, if you have any questions, reach out to your coach or the athletic office. We're really excited for the start of the winter season. We'll see you at the games. Go Spartans!